What's up, groovy ones? It's time for another AP United States history lesson. And today's lesson is gonna be about... Let's see here. That can't be right. Alright. Today's lesson is gonna be about McCartney and his red hair. So, as you all know, I am no history magician, so it's time to go to the research corner. Well, groovy ones, it appears there's been a mistake. Our producer, Stan, showed me the wrong thing for today's topic. It was supposed to be McCarthyism and the Red Scare, not McCartney and his red hair. And unfortunately, I also know nothing about this either, so it's time for a new segment I like to call Ask an Unqualified Friend. So, Adam, I hear you know a lot about the Red Scare. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah, the Red Scare and McCarthyism is one of my favorite topics in history. So basically, the war ended. There were two world superpowers, the USA and the USSR. The US was capitalist and the USSR communist. These opposing viewpoints system of the called the Cold War, which also goes war between us and the Soviet Union. Practically a struggle between capitalism and communism due to McCarthyism and the Red Scare. The US became very paranoid about communists within the country. This gave way for claiming that communism was evil and near treason. McCarthy was US senator. The ideal name after refers to the practice of teaching people how crime against the nature will know evidence on behalf of the accusation. This led many mistakes being banished from the country, including Charlie Chaplin. In this period, while some major cultural influence may were literature produced criticizing the Red Scare and McCarthyism. Once the play held the crucible after Miller received the same trials as the metaphor for the Red Scare. They were a neighbor, father and son, government people. This is how it made mutually assured destruction, in which large excess of nuclear weapons were created in the case of one side ever attacked. The paranoia would cause the US in such aggressive defenses leading to the arms race. Many political leaders have taken advantage, not the interest. This is the main cause of the space race. There's no national advantage of reaching the moon, but providing under a certain renewal for the communists is made political push leader. This is the rise of conspiracy theories and modern politics. The idea that government is lying to us is the foundation of all conspiracy theories and spawned by paranoia seen in the Red Scare. Modern politics, the Red Scare sees a shift from politicians caring about their constituents, becoming more about the votes of the constituents, policy and personal power struggle rather than time with the people again toward what people do get elected again.
Okay, so if you're anything like me, you had trouble sitting through that excited soup of words that our old pal Adam just delivered. So I did some more research and let me break it down for you. But before I do, I have to say something. This video is sponsored by GordVPN. Staying safe online is an ever-growing difficulty, and you could be exploited by hackers. GordVPN allows you to change your IP address, making you harder to track, securing your privacy. Check out the link in the description to get 20% off for the first 2 months, and a free Gord for the first 10,000 viewers who click the link. Thank you to GordVPN for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the lesson. Alright, so, the Communist Party in the USSR saw its rise during World War I through the Russian Revolution. After the Second World War, two global superpowers emerged, and like any system of power where there are only two entities, American politics, the Dakotas, Twin Brothers, and the Sith Order, things got heated real quick. Communism was seen as not only a threat to American capitalism, but the American way of life. And so American leaders were set on destroying it. This is what started what we know as the Cold War. The Red Scare was a domestic event, however. Due to the increasing tensions with the Soviet Union, many people became fearful and paranoid. So this paranoia slowly transformed into hysteria. And not only were Americans afraid of Soviets, but afraid that it was their fellow Americans who would use communism to destroy the country. The federal government bought into this idea and established a committee, essentially designed to test elected officials' allegiance to the American government. They were called the HUAC. one of the faces of the Red Scare is U.S. Senator Joseph R. McCarthy. It is after him that McCarthyism gets its name. He was determined to find communists lurking among us, putting on a witch hunt in the government and also pop culture. He would accuse people of high crimes with nowhere near substantial evidence to prove such, but use the hysteria to get many of them removed from their employment, essentially blacklisting them in the country. And so the trials were compared to the historic Salem witch trials by the playwright Arthur Miller in his work The Crucible. The Red Scare was in no way justified, however, as even though there were American communists, they weren't trying to destroy the country. In fact, a rather unsung Cold War hero, chess player Bobby Fischer, his mother was a communist, and Bobby Fischer defeating Boris Spassky to become world champion was a milestone in the Cold War climates, and a victory for the Americans, is asserting our dominance in a way. And so the Red Scare had huge military and political implications as well. Proxy wars were fought to defend the American way of life from communism, and slanderous campaigns were led against people on accusations of them being a communist. For example, FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover considered protesting a red flag when it came to communism, and tried to paint Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as a communist, and essentially discredit him through that. And so the Red Scare then saw lasting effects in the personal lives as many, as it became so easy to get swept up in the hysterics of the situation. Thank you all for watching. Click here to do something that won't work because I'm going to forget to put a link there. And be sure to comment and subscribe, and also slash that like button, and I will catch you groovy ones on the flippity flip. Bye!